we are filming something so special today. We cannot, and we will see you soon for the best.
Let's go.
Yes. And I responded direct messages, comments. I'm just very much involved with my community. So I do the best that I can because I'm the only one who runs social media to respond to every single message, interaction, everything.
Do you want me to mix them up first or?
So all we're gonna do is just literally put them on the sheet tray.
3 sheets for all of this is the plan?
It's the plan.
Yeah.
And the goal is out of all of these.
What happens if you don't? I mean, I have to bring that up, right?
My son,
Okay.
I'll give some away. So hey, by the time that you're a little hungry, somebody will eat the food. That's how I feel. The food will never go to waste.
All right, how are the ovens doing?
So looks like we got some free oven. We really just need one.
Watch out, watch out.
Coming in hot.
Everybody seems to get along here just
Busy,
fine.
Alex, busy.
Doing, boss?
I think you are doing a job.
Thank you. One more.
One more, and we're in there. He's so funny.
Yeah, she got me working. She's not gonna let me slip and slide here.
They're faster. No, you're doing good. This is perfect. Once the wings are finished, you'll see at the end why we call them our signature roasted wings. I love the fact that we roast them. They'll be nice and crispy. And honestly, I suggest that people put the wings inside of the consomme to dip. So that makes them unique too. So that's exactly, it's a little different.
So how do you keep them warm or how do you serve them to the customer?
In our truck, we've got a warmer. And what we do is we've got a 4-hour window from the time that we take the wings out of the oven and transfer them from the oven warmer to where we can serve them safely to our customers.
Let's go.
So right now, the truck is fully loaded with all of the food for tonight's shift. We're gonna head down to the location where we will begin serving our guests.
Awesome. You got it?
Yeah, because you look kind of well. Yeah. I came over there today, man.
I know that audience love numbers, and let's get into the numbers of what it costs to operate this business. Start on a weekly basis. Can you give us an idea?
So on an average week, and this is, let's say we're out anywhere from 5 to 6 days that week. No private events, right? Because that would definitely revenue. So let's just say we're doing our typical pop-up location. I'd say on a typical week, we can do anywhere between 13 to 15,000. And that's with on a weekly basis. And that's with strong social media marketing, making sure people know exactly where we are, what time we're out, and running a few stuff here and there.
Right. Just gonna take the calculator out. So let's work from $14,000 a week.
Right. I need some real money. Right.
Mortal Kombat is upon us.
So how's it going so far? It's working out for you?
What's this brand?
Quality brand. These parts we don't paint, big brand markups.
So we save
No, because
Differences that save you money. It's an Aldi thing.
it's like I'm trying
I love
to
the
make
dojos are stitched by African made. Take that inside
I'm gonna get it.
every trip outside.
Keep pushing. Okay.
Packed weekend. Rugged trucks built to handle every adventure.
Now, another key aspect of starting a business is its website. The digital home for your idea where you can sell products, tell your story, rank on search engines. If you are starting a business this year, look no further than .online for your domain extension. The word online is part of keywords searched over 500 million times every month all around the world. And that is why .online is a perfect fit for all types of businesses, whether a kombucha brand like Radiate in Miami or a global pop star. And this is really important. While it's often hard to find the perfect .com domain extension because it's so saturated and has been around forever, there are plenty of .online names available that can perfectly match your business or idea. Minus food costs,
I'd say like flat line is about 1,500. Like we're trying to keep it right there. This is just for a standard week with no property vision.
So 14K per week minus 15,000 for food. We're at 12.5 now. What else are we subtracting from that?
So we have to factor in gas that we put in our generator, as well as our truck. Our truck that pulls the trailer is diesel. So gas weekly, roughly about 250 to 300. Let's just say 300 or higher. And labor-wise, we're looking at about 30 hours a week
Okay.
at $15 an hour.
We're at 11,750 so far. Insurance, permits, what else factors into the operational side of things in this business?
So outside of that, we've got insurance each month. That's at $316, and that covers our trailer as well as the truck. And we can go ahead and factor in our overhead costs at the city kitchen, the commissary kitchen. We work out of $1,800 a month.
A month, so yeah.
A month, if we break it down weekly, so 18 divided by 4. So that's another $450
Yeah.
weekly. We've done the best that we could to really be intentional about keeping our overhead as low as humanly possible. That's the only way you'll really be able to see a profit margin within your business structure.
So what kind of profit margins are you shooting for then, Mariah? Realistically, I know food industries are pretty low, as you guys know. 7 to 8% at best, but we've seen as high as 25. Where are you at?
It does fluctuate a little bit. Maybe about 15%. Hopefully my numbers are pretty accurate, just like doing the mental math. But we do see a good profit each month after all is said and done.
What are you taking home? 5, 6, 10K a month?
We can, yeah, I would say like a little over 10K a month. And the numbers that I spit out, that's just an average week. They definitely can go up. So we've seen some really, really good weeks where we're like, whoa, this really surprised us.
Yeah.
And we end up taking home more.
So we talked about your daily grind, the long work hours, the numbers as well, and how important they are. But you also mentioned doing special events. Can you share more about that?
Absolutely. We have had the privilege to be recognized in Charlotte, North Carolina as a staple for the best tacos in the city.
Nice.
With that title comes a lot of opportunities to do private events for large companies and big names. The biggest private event we've ever done, we got booked for a private event for Michael Jordan. It was a 3-day event. They literally had all the bells and whistles outside. They put a basketball court out there. They gave away free shoes. It was just a beautiful event. We fed the community and we made some good money.
What does that gig pay?
It was the most we've made for one single event that we were booked for, and we made $20,000.
That was over 3 days though.
Correct.
Wow. Well, I'm excited for you to show me how to make your signature taco. Can you do that?
Of course, let's do it.
All right, let's head in there.
It's easy.
Walk us through the 101 details.
And I'm going to show you all how simple our operation is. So, Paul, we are going to prepare our #1 selling menu item, which is our tacos and wings combo.
Okay.
It's going to include 1 burrito taco, 1 shredded chicken taco, 4 of our signature roasted wings, and it'll have a side of seasoned rice. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so step #1, you're gonna take your tortilla. So you do a little dip, throw it on the grill there. And then you're gonna grab some shredded cheese.
Just enough for 2?
Yep, just enough for 2, some mozzarella cheese. And then you've got your tongs right there to grab your beef. Perfect.
Is that too much?
Nope, that's the right perfect amount.
So long, beef. Okay, chicken?
Yep, chicken next.
They don't joke around on the amount of meat you guys pile on these tacos. Look at that. There we go. Look at that juice. That's how we do it here
Perfect.
at Mariah's
Taco spot.
Yo, this is good. Okay.
Perfect. So now we wait a few minutes, but typically while we're waiting on the tacos to crisp up, we'll come inside of the warmer and we're gonna grab 4 roasted wings.
And we're just warming them up.
Yeah, they're already warm.
Right.
But what we'll do is, what makes our signature wings special, we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it on top of the chicken wings.
Wow.
It's gonna add another layer of flavor. But you see it like add some more color, more depth of flavor. That's perfect.
Beautiful.
I'll let those sit for about a minute on each side, then I'll flip them, add a little bit more sauce. So now that the cheese is melted, we're gonna take just a little bit of the broth, pour it on top of the beef, and we'll take some more broth and pour a little bit of that on top of the chicken. So now you're gonna take your container And you're gonna fold your tacos. There you go.
Man. And that's pretty much ready to go, right?
Ready to go. Then you'll take your wings and you'll place those neatly inside the box. And then our seasoned rice is over here. We'll take 1 scoop of that. We'll put it in the little pocket right there. Perfect. And then next we'll come over here to our garnishing station.
What are we putting on?
All of our tacos standard come with onions and cilantro. There you go. Then you'll take a lime. So a chipotle ranch goes there, and then we also put a consomme inside so they can dip the tacos, and you can also dip the wings, which is really, really, really good, believe it or not. And this is our #1 selling menu item, Everai's Taco Spot.
Made by Paul from Uplift.
You did an amazing job.
I think it's gonna be good.
Beautiful.
I can be a chef.
Exactly. So if you ever decide to leave Uplift, come on over to Mariah's Taco Spot.
All right, I know where to go. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this moment, you guys. Check this out. This has no shortage of beef or juices.
Especially restaurant business. That was the best time. Everybody was just sitting at home eating.
Now I see why people are lining up to give this a try. I'm definitely a customer. I mean, look at that sauce. I'm going to do this again. Phenomenal taco, by the way. I'm blown away.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
So much happening in there, so much flavor and taste. Absolutely loved it. Going from making this in your apartment, seeing a line of people lining up, and then deciding to go Ghost Kitchen. Can you walk us through that process?
I sure can. It was a crazy Taco Tuesday, and one of my really good friends taking the food down the elevator and outside. She comes upstairs and she's like, there are a line of cars waiting outside of the apartment. I said, if I don't figure out a way to legitimize this business, somebody might call the health department on me. That night, I hopped on Google and I typed in a little bit of information, something along the lines of how to legitimize selling food out of my home. Information about a ghost kitchen popped up. I'd never heard of a ghost kitchen. So at that point, it led me into further research. So I started doing research locally, where can I set up a ghost kitchen? And that's how I found the City Kitch, which is where we filmed earlier.
You mentioned earlier on that you had something special for our audience, something that you're working on as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. Can you give us an insight on what that is, why you're going that route? Are you scared or not? What do you want to share with us?
You can see the smile on my face. I'm really excited to announce that we are in the process of building out our very first brick and mortar location.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How far are you in the process?
We're about halfway through the process. We're doing a build out from scratch. It was an empty shell, so
it's a lot of work.
It is taking a very long time and it's very expensive.
Why go that route?
I honestly believe that my brand, my concept is strong enough to exist in a brick and mortar location. And to be honest with you, a lot of people in the community, they ask. They sometimes have a hard time keeping up with the truck because the location does change. So having a set location where we can serve alcohol, which helps boost our sales.
Right.
Like, hey, people can sit down finally and be able to enjoy the food hot and fresh versus picking it up from here and they've just got to hit the road.
You went the really expensive route because you could have technically, what do you guys think? Comment below, bought a second trailer, hired staff, team members to run it, way less expensive than that. Walk me through the thought process on brick and mortar, that's it.
What's actually crazy is before we jumped into doing the brick and mortar, we actually purchased a second food truck. We decided to sell it. It was a lot to manage at the time. And to be honest with you, I know it was an expensive move to make, but in the long run, being able to have a brick and mortar, you know, especially in the area where it's at in Charlotte, it's growing, brand new apartment complex right across the street. I know that the return on the investment that we're putting in there now, it's gonna be worth it.
All right, I caught up to one brave customer. I'm Paul. What's your name?
My name is Daryl.
Daryl, good to meet you. Thanks for speaking with us. Tell us what brought you out here to Maria's Taco Spot.
You know, I was trying to find a place to have some tacos tonight. Family told me to wait from up Concord, come down here.
Too bad in Charlotte.
So first time
doing the
trying it
rally,
out.
I would definitely pull up there. Oh yeah, it's in Charlotte, yeah. And that's like 2 hours away.
This is good. Real good. Delicioso. One of some of the best tacos I've ever had in Charlotte, man.
So if somebody watching this right now wanted to start as you did, and they only have $20 to their name, and they want to pursue their dream, what do you tell them?
I would tell them that if you have a dream that keeps you up at night, that you can't stop thinking about throughout the day, something that really drives your soul. It's a passion, and you know that it's your purpose. You have to do it. You have to
You
do
never
it.
went to that
And
one
had
that's
I
close to
not
body
taken that leap of faith, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I am
There's one across the
thankful
street from the
that
$20
$20
Chinese spot. The only
from
thing I
Target
eat
put
over
us where
there.
we are today.
What's the one
There's a
thing
spot
that you
on
think
the
people
corner, I
get
forgot the
mostly
name of
wrong
it.
when they start a food business?
I would say overcomplicating your concept. The more you overcomplicate
Oh,
your
I know the spot
concept,
you're talking
the
about.
more
It's
you
like
have
right on
to
the corner, but it's like a bar or two
inventory
or something.
wise,
Yeah, I ain't never
menu
gone.
wise, customers making decisions. It's keep it super simple as much as possible.
I remember the KISS acronym from school, remember?
Yes.
I might go try
Keep it simple.
You say it, Paul, not me.
Stupid. Alright, if somebody wanted to start a business today, specifically a food business, no money, what's step one from your perspective?
Step one from my perspective is to get a job. I had a 9 to 5 at the time that I jumped into selling tacos out of my apartment. So I would use the reserve that I had left over. It wasn't much, but I'm a firm believer in starting where you are. So I took the little bit of reserve that I had, went to my local grocery store, bought the beef, bought the chicken, not much, but I started with what I had. And so once that started producing, you know, the little bit that I had turned into a little bit more and then a little bit more, and then you just keep growing at that point.
Okay, well, here we are 5 years later.
Yeah.
Building a brick and mortar with a trailer.
Yes.
Amazing. Mariah showed us how she went from a $20 riddle to over $500,000 with zero investors and zero ads. Make sure to check out episode 265 where we dive into the business model of Fat Boy Fried Rice and how they grew their business to over $660,000 a year with very little upfront cost. See you there.
Yeah, that's 660.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Your business is only using 20% of its data. The other 80%, it's all around you, and everyone's searching for it. Untapped opportunity everywhere. Sure, you can look for it all over the place, or you can find it in one place. HubSpot, where data that's buried in emails, call logs, and meeting notes become insights that help you grow. All the data makes all the difference.
My life! We knew our last Verbo was going to be incredible. We didn't know the hot tub was broken.
Heard that our daughter's going through a phase.
Hot tub's busted.
Well, moment.
But Verbo had our backs, and with Verbo Care, they moved us. Better place, better hot tub.
Water's real hot, huh, honey? Daughter's about the same.
Teenagers are full of surprises.
Got any room for dad?
Ew, picky gamblers.
A vacation rental from Verbo is not. If you know, you Verbo.
This egg roll restaurant brings in over $150,000 a month with zero marketing.
We've had lines up to half a mile long.
But starting a food business is expensive, right?
I literally launched
Where's
out of a
that?
tent, and my startup cost
Really, where's that?
$1,500.
So how did you get people to wait in
That's a lot of work.
5-hour lines
That's
without
a
spending
work.
a dime on marketing?
Alright, the secret was simple. Just
And is starting a successful restaurant on a shoestring budget actually realistic?
your viewers are getting the first behind the scenes of how my business runs. Nobody's ever seen this before. Not only am I going to show you the secrets to my company, I'm going to also reveal how we outgrew 2 locations in under 2 years.
Well, let's get started. Wow. You know, it's easy to notice this because it's all yellow. You must be dapting.
I am.
Paul,
Nice to meet you,
you.
Paul. Nice to meet you.
There's so much to unpack here. Before we get into all the details, tell our audience how all of this began.
So it began in 2022, a little bit right after COVID. I had this idea. Had a restaurant before and a food truck,
Okay.
and I thought of egg rolls. But I had a business before. It was sandwiches, subs, and wraps. So I took my previous recipes and I put those into egg rolls.
Interesting. What was the reaction? Give us a few details.
They were definitely blown away, and they were like, where could we get these? How could we get you here? We went to a lot of breweries. We would be here every Friday and Saturday, but there was one issue. I'd already sold my food truck, my old food truck.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I came up with this idea. I'm just gonna do it in a tent. So I got a tent, a little cheap little tent, and that's honestly how I started.
And you've been here for how long? I know you're just brand new to this particular location.
Absolutely. We've only been here 2 months.
Let me ask you about why egg rolls. It could have been a million other things.
I love what's inside of egg rolls. I'm a texture person. I don't really like the outside of egg rolls.
Okay.
But I felt that if I could create a really good filling, that it would actually not matter, you know? And so I did that.
You went from selling this in a tent to going full-fledged restaurant. How did that look like over a period of 5 years?
We started in a tent. I then went and had a small food truck built. It was a food trailer. And so we were outgrowing the tent really quickly. We had the food trailer, I'd say 3 months, and we went viral in 3 months being in the food trailer. Outgrew that, and food stall, we thought that was the answer, you know, to the long lines. Got the food stall, outgrew that, and so we were looking for another location, and we spoke with Camp North End, and they said, no, we've got something for you. We want to keep you here. They offered us this space, and so had to build out the kitchen and, you know, do some other things in here. And that's kind of honestly how it happened. It was just really quick.
Sweet. I just actually see the Gordon food service truck pulled up. You want to go take care of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So in this delivery, it's just our bulk items that we get. It's going to be our steak, chicken, cheese, and a few other things like fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 deliveries a week
3 deliveries.
to run the restaurant.
Yes.
And this is just one of them.
This is just one.
Is this how you get all your supplies this way?
Yes, most of it comes to our bulk items.
What about the rest of the stuff that you need to
That's
make the
Restaurant
egg rolls?
Depot.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, those are going to be like our paper products
Mhm.
and just like smaller things.
How often do you head out there?
It's every day.
All right, so you started with $1,500 in a tent, and ever since the business has been self-funded.
Right.
Why did you choose to go that route? Investors, bank money, etc.
Right. Yeah. So I decided to just go, you know, that route of being self-funded. I didn't want to be in debt with loans and bogged down. And so that was my reason.
What was your upbringing like, and how has that shaped your business approach today?
I was raised by my grandmother, and so I lost my mom at age of 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so my father, it was a kind of a strained relationship, you know, in the beginning. Hence, so we have repaired things, and like I talk to him now a lot. However, though, as a child, you know, it made me have this sense of I have to do this for my siblings. I have to do this for family. It's bigger than me. So I've always had that mindset, like I'm gonna be the one that makes it for everyone. So I'll hustle, I'll grind, I'll go without, and that was my whole mindset as a little girl. And so I've always had that. I'm the matriarch of my family, and so I'm doing this honestly for them and for people who are like me, who lost a parent or didn't have it. I know you probably hear stories about this. Probably for me, mine was more of a tragic event, but
Sorry.
it happens, and you know. But I have this saying, you know, that I am nothing without everyone around me. You know, I'm only as great as the great people that push me and guide me.
Yeah.
And so that's why I do this.
With Gordon Delivery, with Restaurant Depot, do we have enough today to make how many egg rolls? What are we shooting for? At least 50, because that's what we need to sell. Maybe that's our daily goal.
That's our goal today. It's gonna be the Alfredo mac egg roll.
Okay, what about those secret recipes, right? You get Gordon, you got the Restaurant Depot for supplies, but you probably go out and outsource other things to bring that flair to a new recipe. Can you share that process with us?
Yes, absolutely. There is one secret. I can't give you all the details of that. However, it is a bakery. It's a private bakery. And so one of our top selling egg rolls, it includes an item sourced from that bakery. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We have a base to all of our egg rolls. Steak, chicken, pizza, veggie.
Okay.
And then we play on those egg rolls. So I may add chicken bacon ranch to that. I may add hot honey chicken to that. I may call it a chicken bacon Caesar. That's my base. And then
Play on words a
we
little
play on words and we play on that with each egg roll.
But we still need more inventory or
Yeah.
supplies, right?
Yes.
Where are we going to get that?
Restaurant Depot.
Cool. Let's hop in.
All right.
Drive over.
Let's go.
All right. Restaurant Depot time.
Restaurant Depot.
Yeah. And we have Wendy with us.
We have Wendy.
So why are we bringing Wendy along? Tell us the story.
Everyone at Egg Roll Company would say that Wendy is the matriarch of our brand. She's the one that's there at 2:30 a.m. Every single day. She's gonna get up 2:30, make sure every single thing is cooked and prepped for us. So after I finish cooking and cleaning here, I leave and go to Restaurant Depot or whatever local stores we need to go to pick up the additional stuff. and then we get back, get that dropped off, unloaded, and then we open up by 11.
Talk to us more about the $1,500 that you started with. How did you spend it? Because I want to encourage our viewers that it doesn't take a lot to start a business.
$1,500. It was a tent and fryers, oil, and just the startup as far as for egg roll wrappers, just our initial inventory. Yeah.
So as we're pulling into Restaurant Depot, what advice do you have for somebody that wants to start small, maybe scale quickly?
Don't overthink it. Make a step towards doing it.
To make him against $1,500,
We've interviewed restaurants in the past, and I remember they do one week called to Restaurant Depot, like one time, and I'm still kind of like trying to catch up with my mind. Like, you're doing this every day. The question is why? Either because your space is small, so you can't have a ton of inventory, or you just go through a lot of good stuff.
It's actually both. It's more that we just sell that much. On Thursday through Sunday, we sell out.
You're just cranking those things out.
Yeah, so that's why we've had to secure our newest production facility, just signed a lease on it. To help with this.
Any advice for new people starting out? They have one simple, two simple recipes. Go into Restaurant Depot and not being overwhelmed with everything they see.
I route my list according to the aisles and everything that I use. I was screaming at her, get get cheese, get halal.
I was so busy doing something. I was
color sugars at the end of this aisle, but I flipped out the next aisle for pasta sauce, and after that went to the back. Yeah.
So you said $400, $500. I want to see how close your guess was.
Put the grill outside.
What do you think, Wendy?
Barbecue.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She does this daily.
Huh?
I mean, she's not too far off. Right. 600.
I was off.
I'm a
You
griller.
were under.
We think about putting the grill out here so we can sell places.
Wendy was way over.
Well, what is the total, Wendy? Can I steal a receipt from it?
97 and some change. That's in between
Let's
45.
go.
I'm ready for some egg rolls. Sweet.
Go to the
11:30.
market.
It's awesome to see all the people here already ordering and everything. Let's head back to the kitchen.
This is crazy.
All right. Stuff it. Wait, I'm gonna butcher this one. I hear a rumor before we do that you guys cut like an enormous amount of bell peppers, onions. Who does that? When does that happen? Because obviously all the prep's done now.
Right. So that's another thing. It's at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and
Wendy's doing that?
Wendy is doing that.
Yeah, she's a rock star.
Yeah, she is a rock star. And we have, I think it's
Bring the top down.
16 bags of peppers each. So the yellow pepper's green, red. So we do 16 bags of
Big
those
bags.
each. Yeah, a day.
That's nuts.
A day. It's nuts, but it's worth it.
Let's go meet the crew.
All right.
Man, a lot of action here. How many people are handling this on a day-to-day operation?
Day to day takes 10 to 12 employees.
8 in the back, 2, 3 in the front.
That's correct.
What operational pressures would you say come with the viral success, right? You can only handle so much. What have you been seeing, experiencing?
So one of the biggest for us was when we had to turn down food truck events.
Not
That's what we were used
the only
to.
thing is,
That's how and where
that
we went
should
viral
work, bro. I'm
from.
not going to
So
sit here
now
and
with
say
this, this is a little more demanding per se, and so it's hard to like put the staff up
And then we gotta think
the trucks
too,
as
like, we
we
be
want
busy.
to. We're just not
What if, you know what I'm
able to
saying?
because
Like,
we're
we gotta
so
think about
busy
things like
here.
that. What if
This,
we
it
get the
requires
grill going, next
literally
thing you know, we
10
get
people in the
busy.
back or more, and
You
then
know
those
what I'm
in the front,
saying?
and
Like,
taking
we
care of the
gonna-
DoorDash,
that's a lot.
Uber Eats, and it's just a line of people.
I know you guys love numbers, so
But,
let's verify some of the
honestly,
numbers
though,
that
we
we
can
talked
get- we
discussed
can
earlier
top
today.
it.
Okay, so we have
Maybe we
a
can
good
get
month
somebody else
revenue,
out of the grill for
150,000
us.
a month. What's our food cost?
It's around 20,000.
Food cost 20K.
You said we can get somebody.
What's next?
You know what I'm
Labor?
saying? Like, say we get too busy in here all the time,
23.
we could get somebody
We
to
have
just
rent.
pay somebody to be on the grill. Like, yo,
6,000.
hey
6,000
nigga,
plus.
take this money, get on the
shared
grill.
sailors.
Sales, that's around 4,600.
He don't even got time.
And
He say that, but bro, like he wanted to do the shit at the restaurant. But
Okay.
And then you have insurance, runs around
I know,
4,200.
yo,
Okay,
good
we're
seeing you,
for
bro.
20 minutes.
All
Then
right.
you have supplies.
5,000.
Yeah,
Thank you,
5,000.
bro.
That's the bulk of the expenses. We have food, labor, rent, plus shared
Nah, but we can
sales,
do that though.
utilities,
We just gotta, I just gotta go buy
insurance,
another little
and supplies
refrigerator
at 5,000.
Yeah, this is gonna
and
be the
put in the
bulk.
back room
That's
so
the
we
bulk.
can be
Yeah,
able to
that's the
put,
bulk of everything.
you
So
know,
let's
stuff
total
in and
that.
shit like that.
55,000.
5,000.
You acting
And
like
if you
you
guys
got a
missed as
grill,
well,
man.
with the high
You a
margin
griller?
items
I'm a
that you
griller.
have. What do you guys think?
Man,
Verify
I put
comment
put
below.
anything on the
We're here to
grill.
share
I
you the
put
real
vegetables
facts
on the
and
grill.
real
I put
information.
everything.
You just
You a
recently
griller
came
griller?
up with a new
I'm a griller.
product or recipe, right?
I've
Tell us
been
about
grilling
that
for
a little bit,
25
the story
years.
Yeah, so it's our fried Alfredo mac. All done on the top.
No, I love the grill. I haven't even started yet
Any
though,
way you like.
because it's a lot of work to try. Like bring that grill out. Like I got a grill at the house.
Anything
But
that we
that
can
shit's
kind
been
of
sitting
add here,
since
you can
last summer.
actually
That
roll
shit
it
It's
works.
inspiration because it is
Cleaning that
deviation.
shit,
So,
preparing the food,
so with my previous
breathing
food
and all
truck
that
I
shit.
had, we
Man.
introduced this in a competition.
Smell like charcoal.
And so,
But I really want to start
when
just
we
using
went viral,
firewood.
I had to remove it because it
I
is
heard
really
it's
time
much
consuming.
healthier than
So,
charcoal.
This is just out of requests from customers wanting a different side. Because right now we just offer fries. So this was our solution, to customers asking, what is this? This is a side option. Yeah, so it's Alfredo mac and it's loaded and it's, let's see, it's pretty good.
Let's make some.
Let's make some. We can, yeah, we can do it. First, we're gonna start with getting obviously your elbow noodles out.
This was prepped in the morning.
This was prepped this morning.
Oh,
Take
chat.
a look, right?
Oh
That's
yeah,
your
yeah,
elbow
yeah,
noodles.
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
Right
yeah,
here, sorry.
yeah. I
Everywhere
go there
to
all the
boil.
time,
That's
actually.
regular elbow noodles, okay?
I fuck with
And we're gonna
chat.
bring those over here to the fryer.
My lady said she
So
don't
we
like
have
it,
that
but she like this.
here.
They don't got no
Grab some peppers
flavor.
and onions, okay? Alright, so
They ain't got no flavor in it.
okay? And
But I like chaps
put some
though. I fuck
broccoli.
with chaps pit beef.
Can't
I
wait to
fuck
dig
with
in.
them all the
Okay.
Alright, now we're gonna use, get some
Ribs.
onions.
Wow, generous portion. Come
Yeah,
on.
I give a lot of it.
I tried the ribs one time.
All that.
Yeah, that's
Now we're
what-
gonna get a little mixed
See,
cheese.
look. So what this girl spent $80.
call
My
that
chick
aside?
don't like it.
I do.
I love it though.
I
Like,
pull it aside.
well, what I
It is
get
a lot
out
of
of it though,
It
I don't
is.
like the
Grind
ribs.
this up here.
I get
On
the
a
burgers
grill.
bang.
Yeah,
That's big ass. You ever got the
What's the
burger?
risk of creating something
Bro, that
that's
joint like
not
this.
the staple
It's a joint
Right.
called
recipe? You know, how do you validate it? How do you know it's a win?
I
Or
like
is it
mission
not that
barbecue.
expensive to make and try it and move on?
So this is
Hot
one of our
turkey.
sides
Oh,
or one of our ideas that is really not real
Nah, but you
expensive to
didn't get.
make.
See, I get
And so, we were kind of willing to try this.
on a roll.
Let the
like a
customers,
sub,
kind
that
of give us
shit
feedback.
banging. I'll
Yeah.
get the
If
burger.
it's good, if it's a good,
I'll be
if
getting
it's
the
good to
ham.
them,
I
if it's a
don't
hit,
eat pork.
then we put it on the menu. If not, then we go back to the drawing board and we continue. And we're gonna top it. This was also prepped this morning
Love it.
Wow.
and made
From scratch.
from scratch this morning.
So
So
I'm gonna go.
that is.
Oh yeah.
Very, very good.
I'm
Rich.
gonna go.
It's like 8 o'clock,
Spray bottle
right?
here.
Yeah, I think it's
And
probably
this
at
is where
7:30.
the fried part comes
I'm
in.
gonna go to
So what we want to do is get the crust here.
Yeah.
What's the crust up?
Man.
All right.
You want that crust.
You do. You want the crust. That's what makes
Let me
it
know how
fried
she
mac.
was in the
All
morning.
right. So that's just cheese. I'll take the excess off. These they start at 9. I build it out, and yes, you can put meat on it if you want.
That's a whole.
It is.
It's a meal in
Right.
itself.
So then, what I do, we can get this on here. I'm gonna put it over here. Slide it back. What do you want to load it with?
Load it up.
Do you need bacon?
Yeah,
All right,
bacon's good.
All right. So that's how we do that.
Wow.
All right. And that's side of Alfredo mac.
That's it right here.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. All right, well, you ready to take it?
Ready?
Wait, I am.
Let's go.
Take a big scoop.
All right.
I know it's
Some of it's
gonna
gotta
take
be
some work
bigger
to
than-
bring it on top, right?
But she only here for like
Ready?
appointment.
Yeah. My scoop is
She
not.
got a few kids and she got to be picking them up from school and stuff. But she
Long
might
way.
be here tomorrow though. She's
Thank
usually
you.
here like on the
I still
weekend
can't believe
and
that this
stuff.
is your side. This is how
She
generous
might
the
be here
portions
tomorrow.
are.
If she has any appointment, she'll be here tomorrow.
Just
Or maybe
your
today,
goodness.
just depends on her schedule.
Quick.
Oh, you about to eat right now?
It's like, I should have brought my bag.
You cannot have a successful society without great education for your kids. You can't do it. And honestly, I go crazy on the monopolists and the people who are ripping us off. So if you want to know the truth, if I really didn't think that, I definitely wouldn't do this.
You got the key, right?
Yeah, it's in my wallet.
Okay.
My bad about bringing fly guy in.
No, you didn't do that wrong. What? What's why you say that?
I ain't way out make it seem like he was I brought somebody that's taxing, you know what I mean?
I don't think it that way. Like that's that man's business. That's his place.
Daisy.
What you gonna do about it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, I respect everybody doing it. It's all about fucking with it or I don't. But I ain't gonna be on some, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that's that man's business. That's what he charged.
He did be up there. I ain't gonna lie. Cause my clip got stolen like a month ago.
Pick up date of Daphne's goal to sell 50 orders of the new Alfredo
You got a
Mac
shop or
today.
something?
The lunch rush is about to kick off and the team's getting everything ready now. Since this is a brand new item, the staff is also making sure customers know about it. We'll check back soon and see how things stand. As a business owner, Daphne has a ton of responsibilities, but her very first one was setting up her business legally and properly right from the start. That's where Busy comes in. Busy helps you launch your business the smart way. Forming your LLC, filing with the state, and making sure you're legit with just a few clicks. And unlike a lot of companies in this space, Busy keeps it straightforward. No confusing fine print, no hidden fees, and no surprise subscriptions that keep renewing year after year. Just clear, upfront pricing, and you only pay for what you need when you need it. Busy even gives you a professional business address with digital mail scanning, helping you stay organized and look legit from day one. Bottom line, starting a business is exciting enough without getting buried in the paperwork. So let Busy handle the boring stuff so you can get to the fun part. Make sure to click the link below to get started with Busy.
She's gonna spray that down.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I'm mesmerized by what she's doing, okay?
You're gonna grab a handful of cheese using the same glove. Yep.
This is what kind of sandwich you're talking about?
Steak.
This is
So uptown steak with all it's everything in here. It's your peppers, your onions, your spicy peppers.
that's a lot of food right there.
And we're gonna load it up with more cheese.
I'm afraid I'm gonna butcher this one. All right. Stuff it.
There you go. Over there. Stop it. Good job.
Tap.
There you go, Archer. It's an angle. You're gonna pull it up.
You know what? Let me try them
Good
again.
job.
I'm gonna go there again.
Great teacher, yeah. Come in tomorrow at 2:30.
I forgot. I ordered them
No,
one. This is a while
last time
ago.
I woke up that early. What else do you make from scratch here? You mentioned the sauces. Is it pretty much everything?
I've been
So it's pretty much
I've been in
everything.
this town for
It's
5
our
years.
spicy avocado
And
ranch.
I've been
We have hot honey. Our steak
I was in
style.
Middle so that's right down the block.
Yeah.
And there's another,
That's why I started
I said our
fucking
garlic
with
cheese spread
Mhm.
and our avocado ranch.
Put it all
That's it.
together.
I tried this one time. I'm gonna try something once.
Another quick update on today's Alfredo Mac Challenge. The lunch rush is in full swing, and I just checked in with Daphne. So far, they've sold 17. 50 is still a pretty big number. We'll see if they can pull it off at the end of the day. So on a typical day, how many egg rolls are you expecting to sell? Let's say busy day.
A good busy day, 800 to 1,000 egg rolls.
Whoa, okay.
That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are gonna be our high traffic, high selling egg roll
And in
days.
terms of prep for that, then what is involved? Help me understand. How much of it's prepared beforehand versus what the gals are doing behind us?
So this would look totally different on Friday and Saturdays. We're gonna go ahead and have 800 pre-rolled. However, they're here on standby to continue rolling because we sell out.
I see.
And so,
That's important.
yeah, so they're always rolling Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. It's never just
They
go
can
by.
keep rolling and
They
then just
can
put it in the fridge,
That's
right?
it. You
Okay.
keep rolling and then refrigerated. Not one egg roll has stayed longer than maybe 6 hours.
Okay.
If that.
Wow.
So what does it take to actually go viral in your experience? What do you say?
Yeah. So you can pour money into marketing, or you can make something so good that people will actually want to make or market it for you. You don't have to do anything at all.
That's fair, and
That's
that's
gonna
pretty
die.
much what happened to you.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happened. We didn't spend anything at all.
No Facebook, no Instagram, no ads, no billboards, no
We didn't-
banners,
There's
no.
no ads, billboards. We did Instagram, but we didn't pay anyone to come out and like try the food going viral.
Just naturally
Just
happened.
naturally happened. It was, it good. It lived up, obviously lived up to the hype, and hence it's happened more than once.
What do you say to our viewers who maybe are just getting started,
Food trucks
are thinking about going viral, maybe are overthinking it? What should they focus on?
Don't focus on so much
outside.
of the
People
buying,
see it, you know what I'm saying? They
buying
drive
aspect of
by,
it.
you know?
Just put your all into your product, and it will work
Right,
out.
right. If
Someone
it's a
will see
busy
it, if it's
area,
good,
people
they'll
going
find
out
it.
for
They'll find it.
lunch.
They'll blow up
They
your story.
will blow it up for you.
So no marketing spend, but what platforms are you using to share your story, share the
She
food,
gotta be a
what you're doing?
DoorDash.
So we mainly use Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Specifically, how many times a day?
Instagram we
Who's
post.
doing that?
Yeah, so Instagram we post one twice a day. I do have an assistant. She's wonderful. Jasmine. She's been with me for years. She started off with us in the food trailer, and so
No,
she'll
but I
post
learned,
2
like,
times a day. In the morning.
I started
and then in the
monetizing off of
evening,
Facebook from
for
posting.
those, you know, so they can see it behind the
But
scenes
it
type
ain't a
thing.
lot
We're
though,
gonna
like,
come up
I'll
with a
show you
buffalo
real
blue
quick.
egg roll. We're gonna just throw that out.
But I learned it ain't even
We get
about what,
feedback,
it's not even a
desserts.
stuff I'm posting. I
What are you
learned
guys
that
missing? Do you want
it's
me to
about
bring back
engagement.
this?
It's not even about the stuff I'm
Just
posting. It's
more
about
less
people
informational.
leaving comments,
Yeah,
I'm
master roller.
commenting back. And that's how you get paid off of Facebook. I thought it was like, oh, let me post all my stuff
She's our
and get
master
likes
roller.
and views. No.
She's the one that's gonna
It's
roll.
about
She's gonna look at the
engagement.
screen here and she's gonna see what's trending.
Right,
Steak, chicken,
true.
pizza, veggie.
Yeah.
Whenever she sees so many of
Yeah,
them going
yeah.
out, she's gonna replace those. And so she'll go ahead and start rolling about 30 or 40 egg rolls when she sees those. When she sees those numbers start to adjust as they're coming in, she's gonna do that.
In terms of prep, how many hours does it take? 2:30 till.
So 2:30 till 7 to prep. That's your elbow noodles for Alfredo mac, all your peppers, your onions. They actually separate the cheese. We have baked cheese for Alfredo mac. You have the provo mozzarella that goes into the egg rolls.
But that's because I'm
You have your
posting, look,
marinara. They're making
like things
the
that's
sauces
not
here.
relevant
Our
to
different
what I'm
sauces.
doing.
We make those.
Nice.
Avocado, so it's avocado and ranch and spicy peppers. That's blended. That's part of our prep. Yeah, and so even our
He's
donuts
posting
that go
things
inside
that
of
can
our
cause engagement, right?
those are prepped also in the morning. So
These are sweet.
yeah, these are sweet, and so he knows that he has to order these for these coming up. So he went ahead and pre those and the brown.
What's the story on that? Anything you?
I like sweets. I like apple pie.
What can you stuff in there?
What can I stuff in the egg roll?
Yeah.
And dessert wise, because you know with food, when you're eating, you want something sweet. I do anyway.
And this was
that was
viral.
my solution.
People loved it.
Yes, apple pie cheesecake.
Oh man.
We have a strawberry
Apple pie
cheesecake, blueberry
cheesecake.
cheesecake, and so on. Some things are seasonal, but apple pie cheesecake and Biscoff cheesecake are our top 2 sellers right now.
Can't wait to try. What are they selling for each item?
They start at $8.
$8.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of food in there.
There's
Oh,
a lot inside of there. Wait till we cut one open to see it.
Okay, we have the fry station.
Yeah, so these are gonna be here, your fry, this is the fry station and apples, so we never actually put
Give it that
egg rolls
mix it.
with meat. So your
Oh, no, that's
veggies are gonna go here with your apples,
I started
okay?
going live
We're
on
trying to keep those
YouTube.
separate, and then what he's doing here, he's actually
But you
pre,
gotta get
he's
4,000
pre
watch
these.
hours.
Yeah.
So he has a system, obviously,
subscribers.
steak, chicken, pizza, veggie.
And
But
this
once
is
I started
your
going live,
other half, right?
Yeah.
So you're
like, I
working
only
with
been going
family.
live for a
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
I'm ready to
And my
order your
subscribers
chicken
are
bacon
like
ranch.
30
So you-
subscribers. I was already at like
Absolutely.
90
And then let's
subscribers.
give it a shot.
Now I'm at like 120,
Apple pie.
and that's
Yes.
just
All
going
right, anything
live.
else for you?
That's it. Their favorites or their bestseller, I think you say.
TikTok
favorite.
live. I heard I should do it
Oh,
too.
yes.
Yeah.
Here's the big
But I
reveal.
don't know
Let's take a
what
look.
the- what the
I mean, it
product
looks amazing. It
is,
smells
how much-
amazing. The question I have is how in the world do I eat it?
So it's cut in half.
Do I open this box up?
Napkins, yes, you can open it.
You know, you-
So this is one of your best sellers.
This is actually our top seller.
Top seller,
You know,
okay.
I'm
No
gonna
doubt.
try-
ranch.
I'm gonna try.
Just
it
take a
later
big
on.
bite. Or?
Yeah, we just take a big bite at this
But I was
point.
only
Messy
doing because I
bite.
already
Yeah.
had like a YouTube page. Oh, I got a TikTok too. But then I was, you know, this lady
I
I know,
personally
she
love the
was
crunch
on there. She was talking
on the
about,
outside.
like, look, this dude YouTube
Amazing.
says
Thank you for elevating the egg
it's
roll.
easier.
I think until today, it's always just been the boring
Right.
frozen egg rolls that are fried and oil. This is a whole nother level. So besides this being the top seller, can you share more about your top
Because I heard
sellers
on TikTok,
after this one?
the only way you
So this is
monetize
obviously the
if
chicken bacon
you-
ranch. Margin wise,
I forgot how it
it's
goes.
not the most profitable for me, but
Okay.
it's one that I'm willing
I
to,
think
you know,
you gotta have
promote
like
and push
10,000
because it really is that
followers on
good.
TikTok.
And it's
But
different.
I've been posting every day on
Hot
TikTok.
honey,
Every day
turkey
I
hot
get
honey
new
chicken,
followers.
your uptown steak,
Right.
followed by apple pie
I post
cheesecake.
like every day on there.
That's the really top three and then the
Yeah.
sweet side,
Top 3 and then
which
sweet.
we're gonna give a try later on.
Right.
What about margins on this? What is this costing you to make? What are you selling it for? Where are we at?
This costs roughly $455 to make. I sell it for $10.50 plus tax. Steak, roughly the same. Apple pie,
after transformation,
not $1 to make. Yeah. I sell it for $9.
Well, you mentioned
Not
earlier
earlier on, remember how you pursued this because of high profit lines.
One of the
Right.
cuts,
So it's
you
not
know,
gonna
some
be
guy
your
looking
low
like Santa Claus.
brick and mortar restaurant,
At least like
typical range,
60 or
right?
something,
So
but,
we
you
know that
so
if
there's
someone wants a chicken
something like
bacon,
Yeah, look,
they're
at least look
almost
like,
guaranteed to buy the apple
40.
pie or a pizza. They're gonna try different ones from us.
Why? Because that guy,
So our
I've never
typical
gotten a
order,
cutlet, 'cause like, oh, you old guy.
it's around
Don't be getting
$34
custom
per
like
person.
younger.
Okay, that's your ticket.
That's our
Yeah.
$34. You can't come in with just cheese and egg roll, you know, and wrappers.
That's
You
what I
know,
learned
have to be
too. Wow,
different. So
like
we
before
understood
napkins
that
now,
every
people
egg
like to
roll
see-
No, they
won't
didn't.
be as
Sorry,
strong.
I get more
But there's
views
so
for
many
before
others
napkins
that
than
are.
anything. So that's why I
Dessert
like
time
doing
ready?
before napkins.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing too. Before anything, the guy will interview at the time. And like, okay, like,
They gently expand a fit.
how do I
And
go
have a
get
guard
these
grade.
fines? Yeah, it's like kind of, you were just gonna
And a
ask
comfort
some of the questions like, alright, so
Get
what do
ready.
you want?
Get more.
You know, do you usually, haircut, or when's the last time you got a haircut? I mean, it was like, the hat, like, yeah, dude, like me, like, yeah.
That's important. That just means
Let's go
talk
places.
to people before they get in the chair. My ex has a channel on YouTube.
Lesson number
He's telling me
23. You know you
how-
go
he's
different.
like, no, you know what you should do.
And have a shoe out.
You should
Ooh, these are fire.
show.
Now
You
it's
should
at
do
home.
video showing the whole haircut from beginning to end. All right, bro. Show the whole haircut from
Your
beginning
business is
to
only
end,
using
how it's
20% of its
done.
data.
Oh, like
Get more
tutorial
views.
kind
You
of-
could look for the other 80% all over the place.
Right.
Or you can find it in one
It
place.
can,
But I
but
think the reason you will get more from before than
Makes
after
all the
is
difference.
because not everyone is looking for a tutorial.
Tell me
Everyone
about
is
this
interested to
egg
see
roll
on
dessert,
how
because I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard of a dessert egg roll. How did you come up with the idea?
that's why
How
I like
many of these
going
do you
live
sell?
as a
What's unique about it?
So this is our apple pie cheesecake egg roll. Also have a Biscoff apple pie cheesecake. And I came up with this idea from the love of apple pie. I love apple pie, and I thought that with an egg roll, after you're done with your
Egg
chicken
roll.
bacon ranch or your steak or pizza, what dessert could we make? And I said, let's try, an apple pie. As far as the recipe is concerned,
Right.
it was just apples. And I said, oh, this is good, but it's missing something. I said, what about a pastry? So we started off with cinnamon rolls, and then we moved to, I was like, well, I can make donuts. So I started making donuts and putting them inside. So it's the apple cobbler, and then it's a donut inside.
So donut at the bottom.
There's a donut at the bottom.
Where did the donut come from?
Yes.
The secret bake?
Yes, a secret bakery.
Sounds good, but sounds like I would get.
I mean, we sell
that
a
what?
day on a
That
normal
sounds
day,
good what she's saying.
150.
Donut.
Phenomenal. Very good pastry.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's a sweet.
All right,
bucket.
blitz time. Let's go. Do you consider your egg rolls to be fast food?
No, I
Right,
do not.
that's how
Do you believe the
right?
customer's always right?
No, they're not always right, but they're always important.
What's your personal record for most egg rolls sold in a day?
1,200 egg rolls in a day.
Do you think there's such a thing as going too viral?
Not at all.
What's the biggest tip one of your employees has ever received?
$5,000 tip.
Wow, that's nuts. Last one, what's the farthest anyone ever traveled to taste
But
one
we're
of
in
your egg
America,
rolls?
man.
Recently, Dubai.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this
Dubai.
one lady.
Yes.
And I respect
No way.
the
Yes,
hustle.
off
She's
the
like
plane. We took
working
pictures.
at home, you know,
That's
and
insane.
she has kids. and
So
she's
you saw
making,
it
like,
online
you know, like
and
these
had to
plates, you know what I
come,
mean?
got off
She
the
sells
plane,
them
came
on
right here.
And
Oh,
they're cool plates.
Where do you think
but
you
like,
want to
you know,
be
it's
in
kinda
5 years for
like
egg roll
crazy idea.
company?
She's making
So
like
for
Multiple locations,
Yeah.
yeah. truck,
Yeah, definitely multiple locations. I don't know about the food truck or
franchise
Like
route.
the
no,
weeds
I
are
don't know about
covered
our franchise either. Not right now.
with like a blue.
We like with this would be, owning, all of it right now. But I definitely want to expand and have other locations. We've been offered, buyouts and ability to franchise constantly, emails all day about it. And that's just not the goal for us right now. We want to shore up our process and the procedures, and, before we even think about that. Because obviously it's not about the money at this point. It's about making the product so good that when I expand it wherever I go, that it follows.
Yeah, it speaks for
Yeah,
itself.
it speaks for itself. Yeah.
Your menu is quite focused. There's not a lot going on there. Is that by design? Do you plan to add more? Can you talk about that and expand a little bit?
Yeah, it is by design, and we will expand a little, but
Like,
not
I'm so
too
simple and
much.
plain
We
with certain
think
things,
less is actually good in this business. Yeah, definitely less is more, less is good. And so what we like to do is expand on the core that we have. Our core, we call it our core 4.
steak, pizza, chicken, veggie.
I mean, you're moving over 800 egg rolls, selling over 800 egg rolls a day, sometimes over 1,000.
Yes.
How do you keep quality consistent? I know it boils down to prep work early in the day. Is there anything else?
I'm gonna never, ever wave on that quality, and so I honestly beat that down. I know it's hard, but I don't care how busy we are and what the lines look like. Consistency plays key for us in this business.
All right, final update on the Alfredo Mac Challenge. Daphne's team came close, but they didn't quite hit the goal they set for today. The good news is the people who tried the Alfredo Mac really seem to love it, which is a pretty encouraging sign for a brand new item. And honestly, that's part of the business. Things don't always go according to plan, so you've got to stay adaptable and keep playing the long game. And if you guys are wondering, does viral food really taste good, or does it just look good? Well, I'm here to tell you that was amazing. So come out, give it a shot, say hello, right?
Bullshit. I know.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to check out episode 67, where we break down how Cheyenne built
But the whole area needs
and
to
turn
be.
one simple
But the
dessert
thing is
into a
too, they have
business
to clean up down there. Too much
$400,000
drums
a
and
year.
crazy
See you
shit
there.
going
Thanks
on
for
in
watching.
Utah Street and Paco. Like, it's too hood. They gotta clean that all up. If y'all trying to get downtown for people to be safe.
And if you don't want people dead, and here's the thing, right? I'm like, man, what do I gonna like click a mall there? I'm like, wait, there was a mall there.
It was, right?
And now it's gone because nobody was going to it.
Hi,
Because
I have an appointment with Miranda.
Yeah, like I would love to be down there, but like,
Let's go.
it just
The
isn't.
last two rooms were stacked after only a few weeks.
Wait, I think you're confused.
The only time I go down there is like Cheesecake Factory.
You know, I'm the brand ambassador for
Yeah.
L'Oreal Paris, right?
I haven't gone there.
Kendall!
So, but traffic
Worth
is
it.
bad. Because they're gonna be closing up the roads, they said.
Oh,
They're
really?
trying to make.
Would you bet your last dollar on French fries?
So I had zero restaurant experience and only $18 left in the bank.
So why fries, and how did it explode so fast?
One TikTok got 16 million views, and the next day we had lines out the door.
And you made $8,000 week one, sold out every day. People came from other states to see us, and now how they locations. So what's the secret to turning attention into income?
Well, I use 3 strategies that I stole directly from
Unless you're going
entertainment.
like 2 a.m.
There's one mistake that I'll never make twice.
Let's break down how James built Brown Papa to a 7-figure franchise, step by step.
Big trucks, everyone's always pissed.
All right, James, where are we, and what is the backstory behind this amazing looking
So
stuff?
we're in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Morgan Street Food Hall, and this is our first ever Guanabara. So we opened this store in 2021, $18 left in our account. We spent our whole life savings. Spent it all on this, spent it all on this. We built this thing by hand. Wow. We made my wife, she's not here right now, but maybe she might. 1 second. Make a little up. There she is. She couldn't be here, but we actually built this store by hand together.
Hello?
It was a crazy experience.
What's up,
We opened on
Ivy?
July 4th out of 2021. I don't recommend that to any entrepreneur. Don't open on a major holiday. We sold out. We had no idea what we were doing, but we made a big splash in the community, and we're still here today.
What was the #1 factor to the rapid success that you saw early on in the business?
Well, I would say the viral TikTok video. So we opened July 2021. The TikTok video happened that December. And that's when this place turned into a madhouse. It was lines around the corner, lines throughout the whole food hall. The news started to visit us. Magazines started writing articles about us. And we had just opened up.
All from that one video.
All from that one video. Over 16 million views.
Can we go behind the counter and take a look? I know the space is tight.
Of course, let's go.
I don't see why they want to do this. You just gotta.
So your business is 100%
To
centered
me, the
around one thing,
infrastructure
and that is
down
fries.
It's
there.
good, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this
Most
is.
entrepreneurs struggle, however, to find out
One thing
one
out
thing.
there.
How did you end up sticking?
Well, I mean, we knew that it was unique enough that not many other people or no one else was really focusing on just fries. And we knew we had the flavor profiles down. We were representing different profiles from Latin America that were being done here. And we knew we had an interesting concept. And how it happened was, right? My wife is from Colombia. She makes a dish called bandeja paisa. It's Colombia's national dish. And it has chorizo, which is like a Colombian sauce. Yeah. It has chicharrón, which is fried pork belly. It has beans, avocado, delicious dish. And she was making the dish, ran out of rice. And I said, why don't we just switch it up for fries? It turned out to be magic.
And you're like, I gotta take this further.
Yeah,
Right?
so the idea, entrepreneurial brain started rolling, and I said, we gotta do something with this. So every week I would make a new dish to represent Mexico, maybe next week to
represent Puerto Rico, like places that people visit on vacation, so they can come back and have that nostalgic taste.
All right, so you said your best advice is shoot first, aim
If we
later.
can handle
Yeah,
that.
shoot first,
Break that down for us a little bit, because you know there's going to be a lot of people who disagree.
I know, I get it, guys. I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs and would-be entrepreneurs, and what I find is people get stuck in the planning phase. It's great to plan, right? You got these ideas, you're writing them down, and blah 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 blah, but you never get to the execution of the plan because you keep thinking about it and thinking about it, and your brain is like a playground for and not actually do it because it's scary. So I came up
You like, come on,
with,
bro,
let's just
like,
shoot.
bro, you're not doing
And
nothing
then
right now, but
plan
just working for
I
nothing.
can see how the planning almost becomes an excuse not to execute
For
further.
If they look
It happens
young,
a lot.
you know,
I've
if they
learned
look
that I
young,
have to be
No,
okay with like
sometimes if I
70,
have to, I
75%,
do
and then I'll just go. Because
Because I just
respect
respect the fact that at least you're trying to work to do something, so I respect
I,
it.
that's what I'm saying. And if I have it,
Mm.
so I even have $1.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God,
No,
look at
I
that.
do.
So this is the Americano.
That's the Americano.
So, yeah,
Walk us through the ingredients real quick.
All right, so you got hand cut russet potatoes. Top with a little bit of aged cheddar cheese, cut up thick cut bacon, and we top it with our house sour cream sauce. Little chives to get the party going. Give it a try. First bite, here we go. I love the cheddar. All right, aged.
This being your first tour, you had lines out the door. You had people coming from other states to try this dish right here. How's your Jacksonville franchise doing?
Oh my God, we're super duper proud of them, man. Since the first day they opened, we're selling out every day.
Like,
So what do you think about what's the
Potatoes
guy?
gone, meat gone. People just keep coming. They keep coming. They did a lot of free marketing,
Yeah, that's
which
what
I
I'm
recommend.
saying.
They built up all their socials before they opened, so all they had to do was press the
I
button
mean,
and turn the faucet on.
But what
Tell
they
us a little bit
said,
about the
crime is
entertainment side of
down,
things,
I'm
your
not sure if
experience.
you can
And
back
how
up
did that
behind
teach you to create
it.
excitement in the food
Oh,
industry?
wow. So out of college, I worked
They just
for a
said
person
that he
named
was
Queen
him and his
Latifah.
team
She's like a
was stealing
famous
all his
actress,
money
and we worked
buying
for
all
an
his
ad
shit
company. And we
You
made
know what I
movies
mean?
and
So
music
that-
videos and a whole bunch of stuff. But what I learned over there is it's all about creating a buzz. If you don't have an initial buzz around something, it's hard to recreate it later on. So we keep that same
From what I
idea
see,
when we're doing a
though,
grand
he
opening.
wants
We
to
create a
go
huge
to
buzz.
I don't know.
And we hired a band, a salsa
He
band.
does.
Where it was like,
I'm looking at
we
the
invited all the
mayor,
news
like,
out. It was
guy,
amazing.
and
It was
I'm like,
amazing.
why
So
you
we're
actually
creating
doing
that. Hey, I gotta see what's
Because,
going on with
New
it.
York,
And I guess secondly, invest a little money. So we invested in PR firms. Because you don't have all the contacts in
Down
your
here
area,
is not
but they
really a
have contacts with
Jewish,
news stations,
like New York
the
got
local
Jews, like they would
bloggers,
be
the
holding
local
accountable, like, no, you said you
newspapers,
gonna do
they'll press
this,
releases and get you into
and they will
those
follow
media
through with that
spots
shit up
to
there.
create more
Here,
buzz.
All right,
black
well,
people
let's
or
hit the
people
road.
of color,
How many hours are we
we
talking
just
about?
let
2
anything
hours
happen
to
and just say,
Jacksonville.
oh,
You
there's
driving?
nothing I can do.
Yeah, they're driving with us.
But in
Yeah,
New York,
yeah,
it's a
let's
little
do it. Let's
different
go.
town,
They have a
man.
little bit more majority of everything.
Right, it has, you got
Nice, so
Jews
this is
there,
the
you got
first
Russians
franchise
there, you got
location that
Arabs, you
opened
got
up. This is the one.
everybody
This is the
there.
newest iteration of Going to Papa, so we're really
You
excited.
just
I'm
can't
excited to
do
see what it's
whatever you
about.
want to
Tell
do
us
in
a little
New
bit
York.
about your Shark Tank experience.
People
What
gonna hold you accountable, people gonna
What
get
was
up
that
there and
like?
yell
If you
about
could go
it.
back and do
You know
anything
what I'm
different.
saying?
It was an amazing
And then you got
experience.
other guys like Al Sharpton up there and Chuck Schumer, and they are like, you know, they're politicians in New York that will follow through with stuff like, yo, what you doing?
Of course.
You know what
They're
I'm
sharks.
saying?
It's a bit scary,
Because
but
I feel like if
In
they do
hindsight,
the
would you
same
do
thing that they
anything
do in
different?
New York,
What would be
New York,
different?
That's
I
a
mean,
be a
Baltimore
lesson
will
for
be
our
dark.
viewers maybe that will
I
be
would
on Shark
They don't
Tank.
wanna do
beautiful
that.
night's sleep.
It's so
We traveled for like
It is.
12 hours and
No,
didn't
but
sleep
the
at
only
all.
reason, the
So
only
what
thing
you
they
see
did
on
in New
there
York
is
that's
pure
different from
adrenaline.
here,
Out of that whole experience,
They
James,
put
what was
20,000
the biggest
cops on the
takeaway,
streets
the biggest
in New York.
lesson that you learned?
Well, the biggest takeaway that
So
I
it made
learned
it
is
so hard
you
for
need
you
to
to
know
do
your
crime
numbers.
anyway.
Not
You
just
know
for
what
a
I'm
Shark Tank
saying?
experience, but
That's
if you
what
wanna
helps
be
stop
profitable
crime.
restaurant
Police
owner, you have to know your
presence.
numbers.
Right. No, I need.
You have to know
I
your
be
food
saying all the
costs,
time, like, I
know your
wish I
bar
could get a
costs.
job with the
And
mayor because I
you
will
know
clean
those,
this shit
you
up.
can figure out
Because
ways
I'm
on how
from New
to
York
pitch
and I
things
know
make
what
money.
they did up there to
And
do
of
it.
course, one of the
Like
sharks,
first thing
they
I
know
would do is
about
like, all right, we're gonna hire
so
more
it helps
cops,
to
we're
know
gonna pay
what
them
the
more,
lines are.
What
you know,
helps
put
to
more
know
cops
the
outside.
numbers?
So
Give us some practical
niggas,
steps
there's
to
no
our
more
viewers.
hanging out front of
Just
stores
having
nowhere.
systems in
If
place.
you are hanging out,
Using
we lock you
software,
the
right?
fuck
There's
up. That's
things that
it.
track your food costs.
You gotta
Right?
keep it.
With
You
your-
go.
your
You gotta
food
keep
vendor,
it. There's no.
paper
You hang
costs.
out in
We
front of your
have an internal
house.
system that we
You're not
use,
hanging
and
out
we
in front of
know our
nobody's
percentage,
businesses or
which
no
is 25%.
corners.
We never
No.
above that. We try our best.
And that's one of the things I would do. I would bring back. They say they don't like. Oh, I don't like stop and frisk. So fuck that. We bring back stop and frisk because y'all like to kill people. I'm sorry. And we're not going to stop and frisk the guy coming from work with the briefcase in his hand.
Cool. And by the way,
We're
this is
We're
Brandon.
gonna stop and
You're the
finish the
owner of
niggas
this
hanging out on the
franchise.
fucking
It's
corner,
good to meet
bro.
you, friend.
Period.
Likewise. Can we get the Mexican?
And once they do that,
Yeah.
you will see.
Yes, just the way it is.
But remember, if they do that,
How did you come up with the name and how did you know that it was it?
how much
Very unique story. Okay, so Saturday morning,
Once it
laying on the
becomes
floor,
safe,
my wife is on the phone with her
now
mother, who's
your
in
one
Colombia.
bedroom apartment.
And her mom is saying something on the phone referring to a person. She's like,
Whenever a place gets safe,
"Ella es una
People
papa."
come in.
it's
And
on
I
course
remember
because
thinking to
a
myself,
lot of white people like to move in, and people that have money like to move to safe places.
You know what
I'm saying?
It's a cool part. Buena papa. So I told my wife, "Check out the phone."
Right, like Fells Point and you know certain places, but
She's like, "What name?" I was like, "For the
there's
business
no
we're
crime
working on
in
it."
certain
And I said,
places.
"Buena papa," right?
And
And
then
there was
over
one from
there,
Ghana.
I'm sure your wife was in
agreement,
even though she accidentally right there is a
Cancel
boy
the phone
fighting.
call.
Right.
I was happy now
Other
that
than that,
we're
there's
growing
no
in business, you know, and it's all
and
because of
people
her.
gonna tell her they
Let's
see
go
a
back there and check out what the
crime
team's
going
doing, the
on.
prep
You know
work.
what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
Let's do it.
They will
See the
say
behind the
something.
scenes.
Right. And that be the problem with the hood. Nobody
Man,
likes to
this
say
space is
anything. We like to
quite a
see
bit larger
crime
than the
and
first
then
one.
try to live by the stupid no snitching
A lot more
rule.
breathing room here.
Yeah, we can move our elbows a little bit.
But
Let's
that's
talk
all you
about the
gotta do.
early
Like,
days.
man,
Yeah,
I
in
will
terms
clean.
of running the
I can
business,
have
running that
multiple cleanup
location.
but
What are some
in the
things
summer,
that
you
pop
won't
in
see
your
a
memory?
nigga
Like, oh
hanging
man, I should
outside
have done
nowhere.
that, or
We were rocking.
Because that's all you gotta do is put
making lots
police
of
presence
sales,
everywhere
around the corner.
and tell police, yo, I'm sorry, this is called loitering. When you're hanging out in front of a
And
place
so
and
we're
not
getting lots of money,
that's called
but losing
loitering.
lots of
In
money
New York,
on
that's
the,
a
on the back
crime.
end as well, right?
Can't
Because
do
we
that.
didn't know our portion sizes.
so you were being very generous on the portions.
Oh, I mean, we
I
were
mean, that's good for the customer.
man. I mean,
Even
it looked good
sometimes,
on the
like,
outside, but on the
that
in our
even-
bank.
When did
It
you
does.
realize, like, I can't
But
do
see,
this
like, that's the
anymore?
thing
Like,
too. The
what
own,
was
like,
that turning
like,
point?
Well, I had to sit down
I
with
would
my
never
wife.
have.
Something's
You'll
wrong
never
here.
see
We
no
thought maybe
YS,
we need to bring a
never.
professional into here,
Because
like,
I'm
to
not
kinda,
gonna play that
walk
shit.
through
Like,
with us
fuck
and
out of
kinda
here.
just take
Nigga,
notes,
no.
what's going
You
on.
kill
So
me
one of
then
the first
because
notes they were
I'm
saying,
not
like,
letting
so
you
give me
destroy my
potatoes.
business, bro. I
And
don't
do you
care.
have an exact
But the
portion size?
problem with
I'm like, no,
that
we
is
just gotta
that
give
we
it
have
to our
when you
soul
have
tells us not
foreign
to give it
entities
anymore, you
coming to
know?
the neighborhood,
You
like
got a generous soul, man.
right,
Yeah,
so
I do.
What?
You got
they
me
can't
about
control
business,
it
right?
because
So he pointed out a lot
they're
of those
not.
things, and we
This
made
is
those
not
changes
their.
immediately.
They're not from
And so
there. They don't
immediately
know
it
how it
affected
is.
the
Right.
bottom line.
So they
What
not.
did
They
you learn
can't
about
control that
margins,
stuff.
numbers in general?
And they also taking
One
over
thing
and
that stuck
starting
with me is
business.
that
So
there's two ways to make
sometimes they
money in
won't
a
say
restaurant
nothing.
business,
They're
and
like,
one is making a lot of sales, and the other is cutting where it makes sense. So what we learned was when we were over portioning, we learned that the customer was actually satisfied after the first couple of bites. So we were serving way too much,
Yeah.
and they would still be satisfied if you gave them a little bit less, right?
Right.
As well as labor
I'm
costs,
saying, I'm like,
right?
I just
A lot of
never
time used to say, we got
Like, yo,
and
fire
a thunderstorm come through, and people, you know,
You already never
the
was a
customers
cop.
start
I
crying
gotta
out.
be a
We
cop. I
never
just
thought in the
wanna
beginning,
be
hey,
done.
maybe we should start
I'm
starting
dead
this
serious, man.
right? And to save
I'll clean it down up so, but that's the thing.
But
If y'all
after
do
the
that,
consultation,
all the
the
people that
consultant
don't
were like,
have
all
the
right,
money,
you know,
man,
if we're not that busy,
they're
maybe
gonna
some
be
people should
forced
go.
out
What
because
we try to do our best this year is
I mean,
keep our bottom
gentrification
line
is already
at
here,
20
but
to
it's
20.
not because
Will Javier Becerra deliver for you? Now the FBI is probing his campaign for embezzlement.
Sacramento wins over federal
But-
indictment.
It's the old playbook.
If it's
Corporations
safe-
write the rules and politicians cash the checks. Now,
Let me tell you something. Like, the way Baltimore is now, that's how New York City used to be in the 80s and 90s. It used to be just like this. Crime, killed up. Now New York City is safe. You go up there, it's peaceful. Especially after 9/11. Like, after that, they made that place so safe. There's cops everywhere. You go to Manhattan, you might see cops with machine guns up there. Like, it's not a game in New York City.
He went to
And, you know, another difference too, I think down here, like, driving, right? People, there's no law in the road that's regulating people driving. Like, people speed, like, you look on Belair Road for a minute, niggas is speeding like it's a highway. You can't do that in New York. You will go to jail. Like in New York City, they got cameras everywhere, police everywhere. You can't, matter of fact, the speed limit in New York is only 25. You can't go more than 25 miles an hour
in
in New
the
York City.
industry. I think that's way above that.
I feel like that's
but
also,
the
even if you wanted to, it's just.
Our biggest loss is
You
potatoes.
really can't. You
James
wanna
turned
go
a
back.
simple French fry restaurant into a seven-figure empire by himself up for success from day one, because properly setting up your business is what lays the foundation for its growth. And just like cooking up the best French fries, the process should be fresh, simple, and without the hidden junk nobody asked for. That's why millions of entrepreneurs have turned to Busy to launch their businesses. Most business information services are like soggy drive-through fries, overpriced, overprocessed, and full of disappointment. But with Busy, you get a bootstrap, founder-led service built by real entrepreneurs to help simplify the process of launching a business with one clear upfront fee. It's just the basics done right. LLC formation, compliance tracking, and Busy tax support when you need it. Plus, every new business gets a free registered agent, plus state fees for the first year. No mystery costs, subscription renewals, or tedious paperwork. With Busy, cooking up a seven-figure business of your own is just a few clicks away. So join the millions of other entrepreneurs who fired up their businesses and click the link in the description to get started today.
All right, but it's time to change, right? No, but let's do it. All right, if I could sell one franchise,
this ain't my
the rest of
property,
your
I
life,
don't
which is
care.
a quad sauce.
Like down there in
What's the
Brooklyn,
weirdest DM or comment you've ever received after going
fortunately, I went
viral?
to work.
Oh wow.
I had a work car.
Do you
My
have
own car. Came home,
vegan fries?
and my car inside.
They're already vegan.
They hit my.
What's
my
one
rearview
thing most
mirror.
people assume about your
My
success
fender,
that's
it's all
completely
fucked up.
wrong?
That it was overnight.
Nah, it sucks. I
It
just
was-
got my mirror
If
footage
BB could
today.
collab with any fast food chain in the world, who would you
It's
pick
like,
and why?
man,
Kava.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Kava.
At first I
Because
thought
they're
it was a
kinda
bus,
similar,
but you know,
they
I'm
do
looking
rice
at
and
this,
salad and
how the
audacious
shit was
fries.
done.
And
If
they're
it was
just
a bus, it
super
would have fucked up my
Give
whole
us
car.
one
I already
reason
know
why
it's
someone
gonna die.
shouldn't do what you're doing, and one reason why they should.
Because I'm crazy,
You
never know,
and
sometimes-
so
I'm
don't
gonna tell
go
you a
crazy
story
and do it.
about that.
And one
That
reason
happened
you
to one
should
of
do
my
it is because it's
boys
crazy
in
and it
Brooklyn,
works.
New York City. It was a fire
If you
truck.
weren't in the food business, James, what
Fire
niche
truck
would
came
you
down
be
the
in?
block, took off his whole mirror. We couldn't even
You're
find
saying
the mirror. We
that
said, it still gotta be
No,
on the fire
I
truck.
didn't
Of
find
success
it.
comes from branding.
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
it the right way.
Big-
What would you say are the biggest misconceptions that entrepreneurs may have about branding? Maybe not doing it well early enough.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
always
so
like to
forth.
say, 'cause this
You know,
is my
people may have a good
brand.
recipe. You got grandma's soup recipe or, you know, Nana's
'Cause like I said,
sauce,
this
gravy
guy
sauce,
go on the road,
and you
man.
think that is gonna sell just because it's tasty. But if people don't know about it and where to find it and how it looks and it's set apart from everything else, it's hard for them to identify you, right? So that's why branding from the beginning is super duper important because it makes you different than probably 75% of the other people, right?
That's true.
When you're coming into the game, you're competing with the other big dogs. Unless you just wanted to be seen as a mom and pop. At One and Papa, we wanted to, you know, be looked at as a big dog. So we knew branding was going to be super important. And now, when you see yellow and black and you see the burlap, you know that it's One and Papa.
Yeah.
And so it just sets you apart.
Is this wall in every franchise, and what's the story behind it? Give us a little
Sure. I mean, so we call this our selfie wall, and it's all about branding again and marketing. So we kind of encourage guests to come take a picture with their meal and take a selfie right in front of the wall, right? And what is it doing? Two things. We're getting free advertisement. The guest is putting it on their social medias. They're tagging us, and then there's branding all in the background, right? So I think a secret that we use, we put this in every franchise, and other restaurants should do it. It's a way to set yourself apart, to be known, free advertising.
You kind of answered my question, but let me ask it anyway. Social media is clearly the biggest part of your success here,
Right.
especially that TikTok video.
Yeah.
What, 15 mil views?
15 mil views, man.
Nuts. How are you leveraging it besides this that other business owners are not and should?
Right. Mom and pops, there's a free tool that's free to you. You have social media, you have a phone, you have marketing right there. It's built in.
Yeah.
And what I'm noticing is that people don't want to see manufactured or professional videos anymore. They want to see real raw footage of what the experience is. Customer reactions.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you enjoy the fries? That's a raw experience. It is getting you a review immediately, right?
Right.
And it's sparking the
You know
interest
how many
of
places my
whoever's
girl
watching
wants
that
to
social
go?
media platform. Like, man, I should go visit that place.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
had
really
a
cool. It
dude
really
the
tastes.
other day, this
And I
guy
will say
that
be
came in and
consistent.
said,
Deal close. Like people overthink it. Like I was having a
decided to go outside.
conversation with a franchise partner recently. I said, don't overthink it. Just do simple videos, post them as
You
reels,
got
let them go.
200
Like,
views,
send them out
that's what I'm
hashtags.
That.
Hashtag your local area.
That's like the people
Hashtag
like this is
whatever food you're offering. It's gonna find the audience.
What's your advice to dreamers who never seem to execute?
Oh man, this is a good question because I am a dreamer. If you have a dream and if you have passion, you've made some sort of plan, follow it unwavering. Like don't waver from it. You're gonna hear a lot of no's. You're gonna feel fear. but just keep pushing through, because if you have passion for it, it will happen. And you are your only fuel. You have to encourage yourself
I've been
on
on
this journey.
for 30 years.
This is entrepreneurship. This is how the entrepreneurship world lives. I'm a dreamer, and look,
I learned that anything.
The crazy part is you weren't dreaming about potatoes and fries.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
You saw an opportunity, and then that itself became your passion. So
Right.
can you give us more details about how that
I
works?
would say that any good business
Nothing
fulfills
never
some sort
works
of problem,
quick.
right? What we do is not unique. The other companies do loaded fry, but have they ever done it in a Latin style? No. You know, have they done hand cut? Not a lot of them. So once you find like a little lane or niche that you can get into, that's a perfect spot that you can fit into and expand.
I'm sure online we can come up on some discussions where they say, you know, social media doesn't work like it used to, quote unquote. What do you say to them?
They're wrong. They're using it incorrectly, right?
That's a good point.
People of my maturity, I'm a little older, right? We think of traditional advertising like TV ads or maybe a print ad in a magazine. We think of social media as something the kids do, right? Along the way, people used to only do paid ads for social media. Paid ads may be going to the wayside, but organic is still there. Organic, real things are still there. So organic, raw footage, that is what moves people now. You know, they get turned off by paid ads. So they see a shiny ad, and they're like, I don't see it. When you see somebody just sitting out eating, oh wow, what are they doing? So they're more attracted to that. So to answer that question, paid ads maybe go to the wayside. They look clean and shiny, but raw, true, genuine interactions aren't.
All right, I'm excited to try the Mexicano. It looks like it's finished. You want to go share it with me?
Let's go, man.
Oh man, order's ready?
Yeah,
That
people
looks
like to see
amazing, Brad.
authentic.
Look at that. Like, there's no joke
But
about the
you can
amount of
pay
food you
that
get,
line.
right? So absolutely. This is like perfect for families.
Yeah.
All right, as we sit here in a little bit, which is really hard to do actually. It smells incredible. Yeah. Walk our audience to the year-over-year revenues for
They're not just
the
they're like,
original
oh, you
location.
can't even
So the original
share no
location is
else's
very unique, right?
content.
200
You
square
gotta
feet.
your
So we're doing
original
about
content.
650, 700, about 300,000. And then we had that viral year. We almost did 1 million. It was crazy. We almost died.
He said we almost died.
So on average, a store would be doing about 700 to 800,000.
Can't wait to try the Mexicano. The is amazing.
Yes.
Yes, the difference here. Hey, carne asada. Carne asada, the big deal. Bon appetit.
Sounds good.
Buen provecho. Oh man.
And he doesn't even seem like.
Yeah.
Try that glass.
Yeah.
What's the deal with carne? Tell the audience, like,
So
it's
the
not
carne-
just a cut of meat.
No.
So it's a whole
It
process
took us
there.
about 6 months to come up with that recipe. 14 different ingredients, marinated for 48 hours, and this is one of the fan favorites across the board.
Wow. I love the carne. I'm a big fan.
Good.
What is your desire to continue to scale this nationally, even potentially globally? Because obviously you're profitable in one store.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Honestly, since we started franchising, I really want to focus my time on the franchise partners to give them 100% of me, right? Meaning that I want to give them all the support they'll need with their staff, with the ideas, with marketing. And for me, I want to push towards that because if I can give my all to them, they can replicate the essence of Buena Papa.
Just like James mentioned, there's a lot more to social media than just posting content. Check out Uplift's marketing course with Frank, who built a $2.2 million business without spending a dime on ads. So that your content is driving leads and conversions and so forth. So check out the course in the description below. What's been your number one most consistent customer acquisition strategy?
I would say it has to be social media, either TikTok or Instagram. Anytime we're introducing a new product, we do a reel. And from that reel, we get customers in.
You're doing the reels, you taught your employees, team members to do the reels? How does
I
that
do
work?
some of the reels. My daughter's head of marketing. She does a lot of the reels. And we hire supplemental people.
Outsource?
Yeah, outsource as well.
I feel like you can overdo it rather than just do it. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Right,
Just
so-
doing it is the strategy. Just getting the content out. Like, don't overthink it. Don't plan on planning. You know, a lot of people just like, just put it out. Put the content out. Let it be raw. And if you have an attractive product, people will be attracted to it.
If you could use one marketing channel across all that's available,
Yeah.
which one would it be and why?
Today, in this time, I would say TikTok. because TikTok has surpassed Instagram, and the target market
I
we're
don't know if you can
targeting,
make
that's what they
money
look
off
at.
of
But
Instagram,
most of our success came from
Facebook,
Instagram.
YouTube.
But I would say
No,
today's time TikTok.
TikTok.
This is clearly a very personal business, right? It embraces your wife's
I heard
amazing Colombian
TikTok don't know
culture.
you have to be
The question is,
invited
how important
by
is real
TikTok
purpose
for them. Like
behind building
they have to
any
choose
brand?
you. Like,
I feel like
and
there's a
it's
lot
only
of
gonna choose certain people. Like they
history,
see the
culture, and
Kardashians
everything. So
getting
give us
100 million, they're gonna give them
Just
money.
here in the store.
So I heard they
there's a
only
lot of
give,
purposeful
they
things.
choose
Like I have my
who
wife's
they
family
want to
here,
monetize.
ingrained and
And
shrine
that has to
forever,
come
because
from
it's a
most
reminder
likely
of where these
popularity.
recipes came from, right? The idea of it. And
Because you still can monetize up on Instagram, but they gotta
flavors and
choose.
culture. So we're
Huh?
introducing
Oh,
new
you mean
culture, Latin
yeah, like
flavors through our
Instagram?
food, through a genuine base that
Might
everyone's
give money
familiar
to,
with,
yeah, like Kim
which is
Kardashian.
French fries.
Right, like
It's
certain
being
people,
passionate
like
about a specific
the
subject,
famous
the key to
people.
success all the
Like,
time.
put that in
I
your
would say
music platform to
definitely,
post on
definitely,
it.
because
Right,
in
they're
this
getting checks from that.
entrepreneurship world, there's gonna be tons
But I heard
of
that you have like even with Facebook, like you have to be invited.
You're feeling down.
to monetize
It's low,
on
low,
Facebook.
low.
Really?
If you have passion,
Yeah.
it can push you through.
That's
those
why I thought like
areas,
they
those valleys.
chose
The
me
passion
like,
is
all
the-
right,
is the igniter,
you can
and the
monetize
fluid that,
getting
you know, the
100,000
fire that keeps you
views.
going
all
when
right,
everything
we're
goes
gonna start
down.
giving him some
And without
money.
the passion, you know, just maybe you might walk
Because
away.
the only other way up
Right?
on
That's why I
Facebook
always say
is
you need passion.
you gotta
to do something.
get gifts up there.
What are the 3 steps,
subscriptions.
ingredients that every entrepreneur needs to know when they're launching a brand?
But they have to choose you. Though. That's what it says on the
First,
thing.
you want to
Like, you
lock
have
in
to
the look,
invite you.
right? And I stole this from the entertainment industry. So it attracts the eye.
So that's
Just like
how I
in the
started
entertainment industry, all the
monetizing.
superstars, they look like,
But like as you said, only
golden
getting $20.
statues, right?
Right?
So that's the first thing.
You know what I'm
Second thing
saying? I was
is
like,
creating
yeah, so
a
that means I
buzz
gotta
around
post
that sex you think you have
A
made,
lot of
right?
like I
And so
gotta
you create a
post
buzz,
stuff that gets
PR,
millions of views
social media,
to get real money. You know what I'm saying?
to get the word
You
out that
know?
you exist. So third, you want to keep the social media
Which is
presence
cool,
alive.
oh my
You just
God.
can't leave
Well,
the
yeah,
customers
that's why I
hanging.
guess
So we
people
got to be
do say it's
consistent in our
because
posting.
the
So
way
we're
YouTubers
always
is
in
like,
front of their
if you have
face,
one
and it becomes
good
an echo
video,
chamber,
right?
whatever your
Yeah,
product
it's
is. In our
good.
case,
That's all I get my
you're an
point.
echo chamber
But
of one up
all- if you have
fries.
10
And the 3
videos,
secret ingredients that you
it
mentioned, do
would
they
seem
work
that you really
for
could,
other
and
businesses,
actually
say
kind
e-commerce,
of
or
raise
it's
your-
more
you know,
relevant
raise
to the
your
food
price,
industry?
you know what I mean?
Right now, we're
Okay.
planning
Yeah,
to the food
because
industry, but
I've
again,
been
I took it from
watching,
a
you know
totally
about
different
Vlad?
industry.
That's
So I
right.
think
Vlad
these
TV?
ideas can be
You
applied
know about
to
him, right?
any industry. You just have to tweak
I
it a
don't-
little
I don't
bit
think
to make
so.
sense for your product. And it's all
You
about,
just
you know,
interviews
and
all the
reminding that you
rappers and
exist.
stuff like that, right?
So it's using those 3 components just to get in the
He's a
customer's
white
face
dude.
Oh,
and
the
make them
white
look.
dude.
Some people say it works, others say it's a waste of time. What's been your experience with
And he's
it?
like,
PR has
every
been
5 or
baked
6
into the
million views,
inception
I
of
get about
Bonaparte. PR for us is
$30,000.
everything. Before
I
we
was
had
like,
an
what?
actual brand, we were out.
So he was
thinking
having
of
an
how
argument
could
because he
this
has to
pop
guest
to
on the
the
show
audience,
that he pays for interviews.
to make ourselves
So it's a
known,
guy,
right?
Lil
So we actually
Boosie.
hired a
Oh,
PR
I
person
saw
from the
that
video.
video.
As soon as the
He
storm
pays
broke.
Everyone
It's
was
a typical
and they want
business
more
model.
money.
And he was like, listen,
Yeah, it's
man,
not
I'm
typical
not
business
gonna
model,
get
but
any, he was like
I
talking
have
about
an
how he won't
entertainment
get any,
background, so I kind of
anything from
entertain
it,
all that
right?
glitz
Right.
It's
and
understandable,
glamour
like, Boosie
into
doing too
the
much
food
too,
business,
man.
and it works for us.
Like, because those videos have helped out Boosie
Change
because
your guys'
he's been on a couple of his
Yeah,
songs
yeah,
together.
So
Right.
he's
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
change our
So he
roadmap.
was
We thought
talking
we were
about that.
one
Like he
store
said how
every
he
2
would only
years
make
and,
about
you know, we thought
35,000 from a
franchising
video,
was far
and
away.
Boosie wants
Well,
25.
now all that has sped up
And he said he was
100
doing
times
it,
speed, of
but
course,
then he
after
said,
Shark Tank, you
then he started
received, I don't
asking
know,
y'all,
over
I need an extra
5,000
5,000 for video.
inquiries for franchises.
No,
And we kind of we weren't structured enough to kind of get to them right away, but we didn't expect that
And you know,
windfall.
funny
So
though,
now we're just trying to fill those markets where we're getting calls for a Bonaparte, and you know, this is part of that. You know?
Yeah, so being on Shark Tank is a good thing potentially. Like it's one of those blessings in disguise.
So it's a blessing in disguise on
Right.
putting together a deal.
They
You know,
If you don't get a deal, you get the PR from it.
you get some exposure, right? And exposure is always good, right? And hopefully
I
the
don't
Mr.
like,
Wonderful's not chewing you out.
Boosie's
Well, I'm
being
gonna give you an
very-
Ichiwa Caramba. It's pretty
Like,
good.
I don't want
We
extra
ended up on the good side of
5,000.
it.
If you
Bro,
were to
like
travel
even
back
on
in
this
time
other dude, I was
and go
like,
back
he
to
said,
like one of the
bro,
most
he
challenging
said, why you
moments for you,
complaining when you
what would you tell
going
yourself
up
in
there
that
just
moment?
talking
Okay,
shit?
so-
You're not even,
Yeah.
you're not even coming up there with nothing planned to say. Is this off the whim? And you get paid for 2 hours, 25.
And we're not making money. So I would tell myself,
But see, that's the
maybe
thing that
before
they
that time, we
believe
should
they're
have
like,
known our
oh, Vlad
numbers,
is making
right?
money off
We
of
should have
them,
known
so
portion sizes.
That's what they
We should have
believe.
known
No,
about.
that's-
that's how, and he is making money off of them, but
And
that's
you didn't
his
know any of that.
platform.
Zero. We were just
He's
selling. We were
supposed
really
to make
winging
money.
not winging it.
So I think they feel they being used.
So your wife
I
and
guess, like,
family
oh,
are part of
Vlad
the
is
business.
It's not like
doing
you're
it.
doing it for free.
He's
So
making all the
wife,
money, I'm
family,
not making
My wife is my
nothing.
business partner, and she happens to be my wife as well, right? We've made a hard turn off time now. So when we're laying down and having pillow talk, it's no longer about
that's
Buena
the truth?
Papa. Although we love Buena
How
Papa, you kind of got to keep that space sacred. And to
Wish
all
it feels like
entrepreneurs
that,
out
and
there,
maybe he
you
should
know
do his
exactly
own
what I'm
area.
talking
No,
about.
that's what he said.
You
He's
need to
going
put
to do
boundaries,
it.
right?
He's going to go to
Because
his own platform.
entrepreneurship will overrun your life. And my family and my sons and daughter, we just make time for each other. And when we're in the business, we're still having fun. My daughter works with me a lot of the times, and we just like dad and daughter, but while doing work. So it's a good time, but you have to have hard boundaries.
How does your
And he
HR
has
background help you with hiring
Plus,
today?
too, he's
You know, I was in HR for about 10 years, so I understand behavioral.
you know, but he's doing it the right way though.
You're about
He's
their
doing
past
that shit the
experience
right way.
and predicting their future performance, right? So we use that a lot for managers and helps with the psychology of how they might perform as a manager.
Comes with experience, obviously.
Comes with experience, right?
It's not an overlay thing that you
No, I
get good at.
want more.
No, I would say
Now
my
he wants
experience has kind of put me a little bit
30,000.
above the rest with that.
How do you teach that to others, franchisees and so on?
What
So
we
they
do is we provide
When the
a
last time you had a hit
so we
record,
laid out all the
man?
questions that you need to ask them,
Friends or
behavioral
people,
questions. So
like,
you don't
even
really
like
have to think
TikTok
about
or
it,
anything.
right? And
You
just ask those
talk about
questions
it.
and provide a key of the answers that they should be looking for, and if it matches up, that's a good hire. That may be a good hire. And for our just regular team setup, we hire on personality and not skill, because most of our team is front facing.
Right. Like,
Personality
yeah.
relate to the customer, make the customer.
I don't even know how he
We
was
can
making
teach
that
the
much money.
what's the
for Bootsy
biggest
myself,
challenge for
like,
building
yeah.
a team?
He really was
It's
making that much
about
off of Bootsy
developing
and everything?
and teaching the culture. In our hiring process, our onboarding process, we go through the whole culture of who Buena Papa is, why we do what we do, how we are a family environment, and we really try to have our team members take that on for themselves, right? So that we're all treated like family. It doesn't happen, mysteriously and cohesively all the time. But it's always our goal to get everybody in that circle.
Right, Mr. B's got
And it
over
makes for
400.
a
I was watching the thing about him too. He said,
Some entrepreneurs, I think
Before
actually
he
a
started
lot,
going
don't
viral,
consider themselves numbers people, right? So they run businesses, they think they're profitable,
Yeah.
yeah, they may be. Were you like that? How did
I
that
was like,
evolve, and
man,
why
see,
is it
I've
so
been quitting
important
by that.
to know your
but
numbers?
that's just going to show you, like, you can't quit.
But it's also because I think when he said that is like it's because he was already kind of young, you know what I mean? Like he was like 19, 18,
Right.
you know.
Mhm.
You know, at that time, sure, you had time to make videos.
Right.
But once you're older, and, like,
Right.
you know, that's difficult.
But that's why I do the lives. I said, you know what? I could sit here and have it going live all day, have 6-7 hour lives. You know what I'm saying?
At Wells Fargo, we get it.
Because this other dude I watch called Lead Attorney, he does lives, right? That's all he
He's an
does.
attorney?
Yeah.
That's why we offer
Or
business
No,
training.
No, he's black. But he's been a divorce attorney for 20 years.
We're good.
So he gives people advice and stuff like he's good. You should watch him, bro. Like about relationships. I don't know if you should watch him though, because he'll make you want to leave your girl. Like, you know what? He's right. Why am I with my girl? No, I'm dead serious. Like he make he will make you leave your girl because he'll tell you. But he tells you too, like, yo, if you in America, he said you shouldn't get married as a man. I'm sorry. Like it doesn't. He's like everything doesn't favor the man in America. He talks about it, like, but he also says too, like, I would get married again, but it got to be the right situation, the right woman. He said marriage does not help the man in America at all.
And I thought I was a numbers guy.
He's like, I've been a divorce
I
attorney for
thought
20
I was.
years.
You know,
Lead attorney, I'm talking about you. If you hear this, lead attorney, tune in.
But when it came to the
This one,
food
right?
business,
Yep.
I knew nothing about those numbers. I was completely green.
But yeah, I
And
watch
believe
him.
that's
But
why
he does lives.
the,
He
failure
said
rate
he
of
makes
restaurants is pretty
$300,000
high,
off of
because
YouTube
again, you
every
have
6
this
months.
grand idea, you have a budget.
He
and you're
makes so
putting
much
all
money
this
that I don't
money
even
into
gotta
the
be an
idea,
attorney no
but
more.
not thinking about,
I'm dead
you know,
serious.
how
Like, he
is
got
this
over
dish
600,000
costed?
subscribers.
You know, how much is each ingredient
Oh,
cost,
thank you.
and how much I'm gonna sell it
He
for.
got over
And that's how you
600,000
become
subscribers.
profitable. I didn't know those
And he
numbers.
like, yo,
Now
I don't even have
Well,
to
so
be an
essentially,
attorney
if you
no
want to
more.
succeed in the
I'm
restaurant
done.
business,
Because you too much so good, like, I'm done.
First place.
where are your
Especially
profit
since, like,
margins
you know,
today?
since
How
he's
are you
getting
able
so
to
many
keep
views,
them where they
probably,
are?
I mean, his shit just keeps
So
going.
today we're around,
You probably wouldn't have to
20
make
to
a video for a
22%.
month.
No
to
way.
get
Which is
so
Yeah.
Separate restaurant?
And he does live sometimes.
For a QSR,
But he does live, he be on there
What's
for
the
6-7
secret?
hours.
The secret is
And people be
potato-
sending him
potatoes.
super
So
chat
that's
money,
our
like
base
money.
ingredient,
Or
right?
I be
Because
like,
that's
yo,
our most
I think it's
low-cost
probably
ingredient.
like, you know,
And of course, I
asking
negotiate a super duper.
right, to
deal
put a
with
question
our
up on the
Philly
top of his
potatoes.
thing.
Now,
And he be, sometimes I
keeping
sit
the
there
cost
counting, I'm like, yo,
at
dude,
that-
just
at
made
that
like
rate
$2,000
is always being
in a
negotiated.
couple of hours.
So
But he
you
was
can
on Vlad
do
too, and he was talking about Vlad.
No.
Like Vlad
You know,
interviewed
on the phone
him. He
vendors,
was on
every other
Vlad.
week, hey, I
And
noticed
he was
this is
talking
inching
about,
up,
Vlad only
$1
gave me
or $2
$1,000 for the
man,
interview,
rebate
man. He's like, I
this.
make
So
more
it's not
for
a
my
static
lives
thing,
than
so
Vlad
you-
gave me.
If you're
Or
paying
whatever.
attention
Like, I
to
don't
all
understand
those
how he
things,
gave these guys 20,000,
profit in your
25.
pocket.
I'm only
if
get
you
a
ever wanted to
thousand.
have a proven
And
concept,
but then he was explaining,
real
well, I'm
momentum
not
behind
famous
it,
like them. Nobody
the
knows
Baca
who I
franchise
am
may
like
be what
that.
you're looking for. It's a
You know,
fast
this
growing
and that,
food
so-
brand with viral following, bold flavors, and a marketing engine that generates crazy
You
demand.
should watch
Grab
it
your
though. The
special
legal attorney.
link in the description below
I
and
watched
learn
this
more
other guy, I think
today.
it's like Asian.
How should entrepreneurs think about
but he
risk?
kind of
Give us
just
the mindset
makes
behind
videos
that.
and live
If
streams
you
about
don't
like
take risk,
you're
you're
dealing
not
with
an
people who
entrepreneur.
are
Because everything you're doing most times is new or
and
you're
kind of seeing
focusing
how
on
the
something
fuck
else.
they're dead.
So
Some of these
that
stories get
innately
crazy, like
involves
they're
a
dead
risk.
because
Every
they
day
went on Disney
there's some kind
Cruise
of
and they're
risky
still
decision
paying
you're
that off and
making,
now it's got to work
and you're
on
looking
it.
for the
I don't
upside of
even
that
bother
decision
going,
rather
man.
than
If I know
where you
about
could
it,
land
that's
at.
I
Because
know,
if you're
some
always
people
thinking
don't
about
be
failing,
caring.
I know. Yeah,
Like I learned that myself though. Like I'll be like, I'm not doing anything until I'm out of debt.
So
I'll be like that now. Like nope. But then at the same time.